nice, I'll cut it down to 10 seconds. I'll call it 15 seconds today. It's 10. Colours have dropped slightly. It's a bit like the grayscale. To me. I mean 720. This will cause me problems. External view. Internal view. Check SLI.
Somebody just joined.
Sorry, repeat again, yo.
I heard a Discord sound. Did somebody just join?
No, I didn't hear. No, I don't know. No, I don't think so. But
Somebody just spoke. Hello?
Hi, it's J Ruff.
Hi.
Ruffles. James.
Oh yeah.
Who's
How
it?
goes it?
Oh, not good. Keep crashing trying to get to Star Citizen.
The doctor. Pepper.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Who is it? Sorry, I've not been ignorant. It's just my hearing's gone a bit funny.
Ruffles.
Oh, hi, Ruff. How you doing, mate?
Good. Good. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm just analysing these new patches and the limitations we've got. You know what I mean? And how far we can get. You know what I mean? Looking good. I'm actually in the Cutlass Red. I've not been in here since I've had it.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to
Wow.
turn you. One sec. I'm
What
gonna turn you up. I'm gonna turn you up a bit, but things might go funny here. Okay. I'm actually doing a stress test at the moment. I did see you on yesterday.
Oh, I wasn't on. The computer was on, but I was asleep.
Yeah, and yeah, same sort of thing. I mean, I acknowledge your presence. Sorry, my speech is a bit shallow. Okay.
Yeah, right. No, I got on and I flew to Horizon and I fell asleep. And luckily, I respawned to Horizon. I don't quite know what happened.
But did you crash or something, or your PC started going funny?
No, I just kind of woke up and I was back at the title menu. So when I logged in today, I was in Horizon. I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know if I crashed or if I have to claim my ship or anything, or I don't know yet. But I thought I'd hop on to say hello to you at the expo. I went to see the expo.
Yeah, we've been doing a bit about that. I nearly might have had the Idris yesterday, but I had a couple of things to sort out.
Oh. Yeah, the expos are getting quite boring nowadays, I think. They've got to do something at the hall to liven it up a bit.
External view. Oh, I've got a new monitor now. New TV.
Oh, what'd you get?
Yeah, I've got HDR Samsung 75 inch. Yeah, I mean, so I'm just doing some research what CIG's looking into and things like that. You know what I mean?
Have you got your eye tracker working on there?
Yeah, can you see it?
No, are you sharing? No.
Yeah, I've got it. I just actually turned off the Discord. So if you look in the Discord, I think this link might be in there, so you can have a good look at what's going on and the quality effects. But I'm not too heads up on the quality. I'm actually learning some new technology to do with this HDR. The only reason I'm interested because CIG is interested. Well, they had to be interested anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, if you go to aerial, your eyes will burn out because it's so bright.
Oh yeah. That's down to, is it MIPS?
Nits, yeah, nits.
Yeah, I'm learning. There's a bit more to.
You probably got 1,000, have you? Or probably more.
2,000 this goes to, but it's at 15. But 1,000 MIPS would be right because it is bright, which I've noticed, and with the eye tracking, your eyes get very, very tired. You know what I mean?
They do, don't they? It wasn't just me though. Yeah, I noticed that too.
I don't say too much because the professors out there, they know a heck of a lot, but I see what's in front of me, you know what I mean? You don't
Can I
want
ask, where do you have your eye tracker?
my eye tracking is about 12 inches away in front of me, and my TV is about 3 meters away from me.
So do you have the TV then on the wall, is it?
I could have it on the wall, but it means boring holes in the wall. Now here's me going with me jibber jabber. I like to move my furniture around, and I'm not going to put walls all over the bloody place. You see where I'm coming from now? Cutting a long story sweet.
I'm having trouble with my eye tracker. That it makes it not enjoyable because it's not right. Like.
Now you must have your eye tracking for accuracy. Your eye tracking has to be within about 12 inches in front of you to 24 at the most. Well, I don't know what size your screen is. I'm using a 74-inch screen, but if I was sitting say 12 inches from the screen, you actually feel like you're actually in the game as if you was using VR. It's just but like I said, I keep falling over or banging my head, especially if I'm flying and going like under a low bridge. You know, your head's, what's the word? It's ducking like a swan. You translate what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Words are shallow again.
So I've pretty much got to move my TV closer to my face. That'll probably be better. Because I'm probably around 6, 12, 18.
And you
I'm
can see
around 30 inches away from my TV right there.
What size screen are you using?
48.
48?
Yeah.
50? Yeah. You've got the right idea. You know what I mean? But now that will now come down. If you can go into the Tobii eye tracking, you might have to widen the view or make it. Now the only way you can do that, the bar is either bigger or smaller. You know what I mean? There are ways of doing that, but you know what I mean? But like I said, it takes practice. Everybody's different because obviously I can't see your eyes, but I've got a general idea where you're coming from. You know what I mean? But 50 inch, like I says, you could still use it like the normal one because obviously Tobii gives a little bit of redundancy. They never turn around and say precise because obviously us guys who don't know any better will take them and say, well, don't bloody well work, I want my bloody money back. Not knowing it's well, I know you know. I know you know you're pretty good with mathematical equations like me, so I think you know where I'm coming from without going into too much detail.
And then height. How high is it?
Good question. Right. Now, the way I done it, okay, the eye level, one second, let me just stop this. The eye level should be the center of your screen. So basically, if your monitor is too low and you have to look down, that is too low. So if you can set the TV at eye level, okay, so you're looking at the middle, so basically you're not looking up in the air to see the screen. What that will cause is neck ache. You know what I mean? Like all that kind of shit, because it's not dead center. So have the TV dead set. 1 second, let me finish before I confuse everybody. So basically have it at eye level. You know what I mean? Now when it comes to your Tobii eye tracking, just like as normal, it has to be within the bottom bezel of the what you got. Sometimes you've got to change little things depending on accuracy, but then you're going to say, well, how can you do that if the eye tracking hasn't got what they call it? Well, what I'm using, I've got a piece of glass on my table and I'm using a mobile phone thing. You know what you used to stick the things on your car windscreen, and I'm actually using that. So basically that's how I've got around it. Now when you got your eye tracker, you got Velcro, yeah, that goes underneath the TV. That's where I suggested to Tobii to put that in, because everybody was complaining they got these big screens or whatever and whatever, but Tobii made a little mistake. Not their fault, I can correct them. They actually use cheap Velcro. As you know, it's flying off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't tell them that because obviously blah blah, they're the professors at the end of the day, but I was just giving a little bit of advice. But certain things you don't tell certain people, because who am I? I'm nobody, you know what I mean? And people don't like, yeah, go on.
You know when you say the TV should be eye level, is that the top of the TV should be eye level or the middle of the TV?
No, the center. But look at my mouse. Look at my mouse.
I can't, you're not streaming.
No, you've got to go. There is a video in there, the link that I've just started. It should be in the blue room.
Blue room.
I'm going to try and give a demonstration, okay? Look. Now remember, you're 20 seconds behind me, but I've activated the mouse. Alright? Now the mouse pointer is dead center of the screen. It will come up in about 3 or 4 seconds. I'm gonna have to turn the other monitor down, I've got it too high. Can you see the crosshair?
I saw it for a second. One second, I've got to turn my volume down because you're probably...
No, I think I've got the second monitor too high. Let me just stop the other monitor 1 minute. I can have effect, you see. 1 minute. Where's your mouse? Just give me a couple of seconds, please.
Yeah.
Right, let's go to 720.
See the crosshair there.
Right. Oh, I'm out of breath. Right. In about 20 seconds, you'll see the crosshair.
Yeah.
Let me know when you see it there, yeah?
Okay.
I'll move the mouse a tiny bit. Can you see it?
Not yet, no.
Pardon?
You've
No, you
just
can't.
waited 20, not yet. A couple of seconds, I'd say. Yeah, that's it there.
Right, that's where the crosshair is, okay? So your eye level, the TV should be at that eye level, okay? Now, if you have to look up, like there, obviously your head's going to be up. You're going to get neck ache. If you look down, you're going to get neck ache. So have your TV at eye level, like sea level, so it's there. And then those kind of things with fatigue on your body isn't there. Remember, if your TV's too high up there, you're looking up, you're going to have neck ache. And the same way, remember, that's if you're using the same setup that I'm using. Accuracy is a different thing, which is not as bad. That's easy, because I showed you the basics on that, you know what I mean? But But remember, you're using a 55 inch, I'm using 75 inch. So it's only 25 inches bigger, but obviously, like I said, it's not how high your TV is, because at the end of the day, if you're 3 meters from the ground, the TV at the center here should be 3 meters off the ground, not here where it's going to be 5 meters off the ground. This will cause eye and whatever for your body, you know what I mean? But it can be done, okay? But those are the side effects. But you're a gamer like me, so you know where I'm coming from. But obviously, if you've got a family, they watch the TV there too, so obviously there's a compromise between you and them. There is another thing, way around it, but I'm not going to go through that on stream, you know what I mean?
That's alright.
Now, I know you are a Cutlass Red fan. Does the Cutlass Red regen?
Have they done something with it, have they?
Sorry?
Have they done...
No, I'm asking, does the Cutlass Red... Sorry, I'm just not well at the moment. Does the Cutlass Red regen on hydrogen?
I am not sure, actually.
Alright, no, because it's not that, because I'm doing some research on what ship is the best ship to use depending on certain circumstances, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I cannot live in the Carrack, you know what I mean? Well, I can, and I'm going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to check. Because don't forget, these ships have 60. These ships are on a 60-40 split, you see. I don't know if it regens. It looks like it does. Give it another 20 minutes.
Oh, my eye tracking doesn't work with the game. Damn. Alright, so I've moved the TV closer to my face. Hopefully. I need to relog.
I'm actually working. This Cutlass Red has got good visibility, you know. Why does everybody complain? But I found out because I'm using eye tracking, I've got extra benefits. They said French benefits, but my English is different. Now this is what I mean. You'll see 20 seconds later, I'm able to see the dials without messing with things, and because my eye tracking is 80% accurate, I'm able to look around. You will actually see it in about a few seconds. You know what I mean? Sorry to be talking over you, I'm struggling to hear you, see, because I don't have sounds going through my ears at the moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Because Candy Floss likes to drop things and it bangs through my ears. If I was to use this, I would have to slow down the eyes just by 10%. The Cutlass Black's got a brilliant view. Look. Let me alter the field of view, see if we can do. I know it doesn't work with this, but eye tracking it's better to do it narrow. But let me have a look. That's on wide. No, I'm going to leave it at that. I like it. And the lines are very straight. Not very, but it's good enough. And to get this accurate like this from the TV 3 meters away, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raise front shields. I didn't know these had size 2 shields, you know, because it's not one of my ships, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it is
It's
my
alright.
ship, but
It's a
say
good
again.
ship. It's a good ship that it's.
Yeah.
I used it for ages just to do day-to-day stuff, really.
Yeah.
Rocket minded.
Well, it's because of the type of role play you play. You're into medic, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get you. I just use the ship so I don't run out of food, because I don't like buying food unless it's on the NHS. Full power to the shields. I want to get a few more because I need to be accurate that this ship does regen. Because it did say earlier gone down to 50%. Well, that's same 75%, but I know that's not accurate because sometimes it does things. So I got to sit here for 2 hours to work it out.
This bloody eye trackers at work now. Oh, God damn you.
Yeah, eye tracking's not working, did you say? Okay, look at this. Just in case you might have forgotten. I know you won't have forgotten, but I'm just going to show you. Okay? 1 minute, I'm out of breath. Again. Well, I'm going to be scrolling down so you can use these as a reference, but remember, the size of your monitor and the resolution also can offset things very slightly, okay? I am running my system in 2K, okay? I repeat, my system is running in 2K, which if yours is running in less than that, you'd have to alter yours by an extra 10% when it comes to tweaking. But have a look. I'm going down slowly so you can see it. Yes, it'll come up in a few seconds. So obviously timestamp this if you want to use it as a reference. It's a lot more to it than that, okay? But I'm going to go through as much as I can, okay? It saves me going through everything. One thing I'm going to say to you, which is very important, whatever you do with the seating position, also do it in the FPS too. They're almost identical depending on the circumstances. That's I'll go too fast. That's this part here, right? That's in the seating position. It's almost identical to the sitting, I mean the FPS, okay, with the, like I said, with the 10% variations. If it's too fast, you go down. If it's too slow, you go forward. But because you're not too sure, keep these two identical until you know which one to play with. Now the next thing for smoothness, which is very important, which has to be done with the eye tracking. Let me keep scrolling down. Not missing.
Yeah.
Now this is something else that's important, okay? That works in collaboration with your what's his name. Mine's on 40, but depending on the monitor you're using, it could be less, okay? In the early days in UK, I had my system on 20, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, like I said, the PC's gone down, so all this is not being done yet, but this is another important factor. This is accelerating, but when you move this times 2, you might get judged, but you got an idea, you know what I mean? Then the rest you know the basics. There is one more other part you need to look into, but I'm using VJoy. Okay, so because I'm using VJoy, I don't need to use things like this as much unless I'm messing about with certain settings where certain things will be a bit higher than the other. But now you're getting into technical things and you don't want to burst a fuse, you know what I mean? My head's burst already. I don't think I've missed anything out. I'm not a professor, I don't know nothing, alright? But just things to stabilise your stuff until the guys who know what they're talking about can do it for you. Don't want to get myself into any more trouble. But I'm now ready for VR, but I've got to wait another 6 months. And I'm going for this Pimax 12K. And I've got my SLI stabled, and it's knocking on the 30 Ti on the head. They did me telemetry today. Oh boy, was I impressed. There's a number of members in this group that's got a, I think it's a 3080, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, I've been doing my comparisons for months before that, you know what I mean? So I've got an idea. But like I said, there's only one person in here that understands all these kind of things. So I sit down and with me and him talk, and you know what I mean? See, that doesn't look like it's moving. I've got to wait. What'll happen now? If it even regens a tiny bit, it's better than nothing. The reason why the regen is so important, because at the moment, the people are not going to rescue anybody because they might get shot dead. You know what I mean? Because they're using the game as an exploit. It's all a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that spoils things. So, like I said, I'm not going to be going into that. So the only time I'm doing them kind of things is with the org members, but not with people on the outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's too much micromanagement, basically, if you know where I'm coming from. That's the most difficult. And they don't understand the logic at the end of the day, because we're all civilians, not military. That's not the eye tracking that's doing, that's me doing tests. No, I think they're wrong. There is nothing wrong with it. The only thing I would say is that these A-posts, like on a car, could be a little bit thinner, because this works better in a zoomed in situation. You know what I mean? So these, well, that can stay the same, 'cause that's a cross member. Like that's a structure, you know what I mean? But when you zoom, I don't think this is needed, because they can use tempered glass, but they can make it thinner for strength. But the view is excellent. I'm sorry. I should have actually come in here a lot sooner, actually. But I'm glad that Toby is going to be working with Pimax now. And you know something? I should have stuck to my guns and got the HP reverb on my set when I done my research. I know it was a cheap model, because don't forget, it's the technology inside, not the plastic outside. Best thing for this technology now, but Pimax is coming out, and Pimax is working with Toby. Yeah, I mean, Toby's working with CIG, so there's gonna be a heck of a lot. And don't forget, CIG wants top quality shit, you know what I mean? So I know where they come. They're gonna have another one of the guys coming off some program. I think they were working on the Gen 12. I can't remember, so I was just gonna say the Gen 12 or something like that. I can't remember, something high tech. And the minute he finishes up that, he's going into VR. You know what I mean? But obviously there's another guy that's working on Toby, so them two will collaborate. You know what I mean? But there is an outsider that I think should be actually in here. You know what I mean? And he does a lot on Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know what I mean? But I don't think he'll come in here, because obviously Star Citizens, it's got a heck of a lot of problems. You know what I mean? But obviously, where the backers, where the ones using these things, you know what I mean? And he's not been doing it as long as I have, okay? But in the last 6 months, you know what I mean, he's been there.
Yeah.
And I think he's the only one that's close to this, and he thinks that Microsoft Flight Simulator is knocking, but he doesn't know nothing about Star Citizens. Not knocking Microsoft down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because to get things like this and get the frames per second right without added software and know how to balance Star Citizens, you know what I mean, is a heck of a lot. This is not regen. Sorry, I've been breathing. This is not regening. I've got to keep monitor both screens because there's no one there to monitor the other screen, you see. Wrong screen. Somebody might be asking questions. Nobody's asking questions, that's good. No one's watching anyway, so it's not a problem. But can you see how steady my eye tracking is? That's me. If you say look somewhere, I know you're 20 seconds behind, but you say look somewhere, and I'm looking there and it's steady.
Yeah.
That's not the PC, Jody, that's me. Because I'm testing everything. Plus I'm also doing a lot of calibrations with the afterburner. I don't need them because I've got the figures in my head at the moment, you see.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. What monitor are you? Oh, are you using a monitor or a TV? I'm using a Samsung. What make?
The LG C10.
You've got the C2?
T10. Yeah.
No, did you say the C2?
No, 10.
C10?
C8. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that model. My teeth nearly dropped out my mouth when you said the C2 because that's the latest one that's come out. My TV is one generation behind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, when I say one generation, I mean 1 year behind. But this is okay for me. Yeah, go on.
The latest one, it's LG OLED C10. It's got all the bells and whistles in it, but it's only the 48-inch.
Wait, slow. C10? Well, when did that one come out? I thought the C2's only just come out.
Oh, okay, maybe
I think it's because what they're doing, the C2, they're actually comparing it with the Samsung new one that's come up with the micro LED because of the backlights. Yeah, but we know that the OLED is in the ESPs. But anyway, I don't want to be going into too much of that. But like I said, it gets a bit technical. 1 second, please. Yeah, okay, little one. I just got to wait for little miss to come back to give me the color calibration. I don't. This is regening. I'm sure it is. Very slow. If it's doing that 5% and it's taking 3 days, it's regening. It's something. The hospital bed can keep us alive. But what CIG will... No, this is a hospital. But what CIG is saying, there's enough small jump pad pit. There's enough landing pads where these small ships can go, so they don't need it. I get where they're coming from. And I don't want to say, because last time I said something, they did it, and it caused chaos. Because now they've got to go back to their original plans. Weapons on.
Weapons offline. Attention. Shield system is overheating.
Shields off. Weapons off.
Offline. Weapons online.
I forgot to turn down the shields. Shields on.
Shield system online.
Reset shields. Oh, let's zoom in. Where's the thing? Oh, it is. I'm going to change my wording as well. I'm going to use the word magnify. So if I'm right in saying this has only got one I don't know, because it'll say 20. Oh, these are different. It's not, it doesn't say 100, does it? Let's turn down the power. That doesn't work like that, I remember. You've got to look at the IR. You see? No. One of them did the opposite. No, it's right. Well, so it must have been the last patch that was wrong. Shields off. Well, that's good. At least the IR is lower than the. Sorry, the I. What's that word? IR is the ER. Let's speak the Queen's English. So the EM is lower than the IR. That's the most important factor. So if they can't detect the IR, they're definitely going to detect the EM, because it's on a one-to-one basis. You see.
EM is your electro, isn't it? Emissions.
Yeah. Everybody's saying it's not working, it's nerf. They just don't understand the logic behind it. It's saying it's regenning. I've got to sit there for about another hour. Let's stop the eye tracking for a bit. Right, okay, that's okay. Leave that steady because my eyes are hurting me. I can even get the I can even get this lower than this, but it means turning everything back on later on. The jump drive is one of them that will cut things right down. Then you turn off certain things like double components, etc. Not the cooler. Okay, not the cooler. Oh no, you're not into all that, or are you? Well, depends. You will be. You should not come in there. You're not going to baffle your head with science, logics, physics, whatever you want to call it.
That's what I've got to look at the top.
And now that I've got the same monitors as you, I can actually calibrate the PC so it doesn't crash. And it's all to do with the wattage, which I'd explained to you last year, you know what I mean? That hasn't changed. But with the monitors we've got, there's something in the monitors that takes the pressures off the processor. Can't explain it, but when the VR comes in, it will make sense. Now, there's two types of VR. There's the tethered VR, which we're used to, and the other VR, I'll use the Oculus, okay? that isn't tethered but can be tethered, and that's the reason why I am going for the Pimax, because that's tethered and untethered, where the HP reverb is tethered. You know what I mean? But at the moment, this is a sit down game, okay? But in a few years to come, this will not be a sit down game. It will be a sit down game, like in a cockpit. And if you're into shoot 'em ups and stuff, land reconnaissance, and you want to move around, the untethered is the one to use. And you're going to be going outside. You know what I mean? All those things are coming in, but not yet. You know what I mean? Depending how fast they're moving, you know what I mean? Now I'm doing the boring bit. Where am I? I swear to God, that's regenning. I've got to sit here for a full hour. No, if it's regenning something, it's better than nothing as the game stands now. If it's not supposed to regen, I get it, but at the moment, it's as the game stands now. Because don't forget, mine is about long-term persistence, not quick fire here and quick fire back. I'm in space. As you know, I've been in space with one ship for nearly 3 weeks, not touching any docking ports, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's really fatiguing. Yeah, go on.
I just checked my bank. I've got 440 credits.
Do you want to give me some?
No, 440. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all I have.
give me some.
I can barely afford a pair of trousers.
You want to buy a pair of trousers? What kind of trousers? Oh, you can't. I can't dance switch screen because I know the SLI and all that. The things mess around with this. You see, that's the only reason why I've not gone into the what's his name. Got good FPS at the moment though. I know I can see it. I can also tell by the colours. Yours will be able to see what I can see because you got HDR.
It's so good, isn't it?
Oh boy, it's mind-boggling. You want to see it in Orison, but I've got this.
No, I have it in Orison.
Yeah.
It's night time though. It's annoying.
Yeah. Oh, I've also noticed a few streamers now are using passive. You know what I mean? And what that means is because when it's very dark, you can't see the stations. I'm not going to mention the names again because it's getting very difficult because people misunderstand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But like I said, I've been doing it way back. You know what I mean? But they're starting to use it now so they can see things and not crashing into asteroids. Hint, hint, hint.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It came out of nowhere.
Well, like I says, I'm flying at max speed there now all over the place. I see them a mile off. But I didn't know how effective it was then because don't forget, I'm always in deep space, you know what I mean? Or if I'm searching for something Pacific. But what I've done, I've turned mine from a minute, sorry, what was it? 2.5 seconds now down to I think it's about every 15 seconds. But I don't like it because it's the flashy lights. You know what I mean? It hurts my eyes, you know what I mean? But obviously, it's equipment, you know what I mean? I don't know a way around that at the end of the day. And I don't know if CIG sees it, if there is a way, you know what I mean? Because obviously, it's part of ship's navigation. Like as you know, I've got my hazard warning lights, you know, all them kind of things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're cool there.
Yeah. I've also got the same things working for hostile ships, friendly ships, and security ships there. All those I've got working. But like I said, my PC went down at Christmas, you know what I mean? And every time I go to set something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I got a different position in work, right? Where I'm not doing crazy ass sleep crazy sleepovers all the time.
I don't
So it's about-
understand. Is
You
that
know-
personal or PC?
No, it's in my real life. So you
Oh.
know how I was
No,
doing
the reason why I
sleepovers?
mentioned it, okay, I'm not saying you cannot say, because obviously it's in part of our role play, you know what I mean? Just let you know I am on stream, just in case you have forgotten, so you don't reveal any personal details that is embarrassing to you, you know what I mean?
Oh no, it's not embarrassing. I was just saying that I should, in a couple of weeks, be around more because I'll have a routine.
Oh, yeah, but you know how we work our Discord already, you know what I mean? I just don't want new people coming in, you know what I mean? I want the old people that's been there for years. That's how this Discord is built. That's why you got the emblems, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm changing to a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job opposed
Yeah.
to these sleepovers because they're too much, they're too crazy. And
But it is stable. But remember, the PC needs to calibrate. What's your motherboard?
oh no, it's a gigabyte.
You got the same as me. I can help you on that. Next
It's got
question.
Thunderbolt.
Huh?
That's all I know.
No,
It's
no, no,
got
no, no. That's not
Thunderbolt.
what I meant. What was the make of your motherboard? It's gigabyte.
Yeah.
It's the same as mine. I can help you on that. What is your chip?
i9.
It's Intel.
10?
It's
Intel, yeah.
Intel. Okay. There is, because if you're using Windows 11, the overclock it. No, one second. If you're using Windows 11, the overclocking doesn't work. But I don't overclock. I underclock. It doesn't work. If you're using Windows 11, if you're using Windows 10, you've got no problem. But sooner or later, you will upgrade to Windows 11. And if they don't fix that problem, Intel has got a software specifically for Intel processors that can downclock it and give you proper readings, which is quick for you to understand. I learned it in a couple of hours, and it's okay. But I
I'm
got
not
it on.
overclocked right now. I'm just standard. I haven't
No, I
overclocked
wasn't
it.
talking about overclock. No, it's like I said, my English is bad. CIG is overclocked compared to standard games. Remember, we are in alpha. Okay, so CIG stuff is not tuned, so because they actually run higher than everything else, causing to crash. So obviously, because when you're running this game, you have to downclock calibration, so it's in calibration with the other games you're playing, so you've not got them problems. Remember, you don't overclock, not with CIG, you'll blow your stuff. It's been confirmed, and they're not going to admit it. They made a slip. Okay, they made a slip.
Yeah.
And let me clarify, because I am on stream. All right, what I mean is, right, which I already know, the word was says they could overclock and it could fry your card, but they don't do that. That was the exact words they said. Okay, but obviously, like I said, I know that from beforehand. But anyone who doesn't understand that, if I didn't explain it in the proper detail, they will have understood. They can fire your card if they wanted to. That's not what they said. That's not what they meant. They're saying, yes, it is possible. It can be done. You know what I mean? So they have to keep into tune of what they're doing. But yes, they're running their PC at peak performance. But half of our PCs can't run at that peak performance, so we have to downclock. Now I am mostly affected because of that, because I've got the kitchen sink running in the background, Tobii eye tracking, joysticks here. Can you see where I'm coming from? And now what's also new, okay, the HDR. Okay, but I don't know much about that enough to say yeah, but I've noticed with the HDR, because it looks like the TV's got some kind of a processor in there to use less stuff, so it takes off less processing off your graphics card and off your PC. There's a heck of a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? A lot. I was going to go into something to show you something on the SLI, and you're going to be gobsmacked. Remember, I'm only using 2 graphics cards, and my graphics is on power with the 380 Ti, but I've got to switch something up because I don't want to reveal certain details. The frames might drop, Just give me about a couple of seconds to switch screens. Right, which one is it? Toby. No, that one. Right. This is what I've been trying to explain to people over the time, you see. And don't forget, my graphics card is 3 generations back, but because of the graphic card I'm using, the money I've saved over time is, like I explained to you, you know what I mean? Star Citizens, blah blah blah. Right, now I can take this off. I'm just waiting for it to come on screen now. Right, now you'll see me circling something about 20 seconds from now. Remember, I'm using a 1080 Ti. This is my graphics card. It's way over the top, okay? But I'm going to show you a 30 Ti at the same equivalence. But mine over time is actually cheaper and showing the same effect. But because I'm using Intel, which is not as good, I mean not as fast as Threadripper, that's why I am a bit lower. But look at this, this is my graphics card, okay? But remember, I'm running in SLI. Why is it not coming up? I have to use something equivalent to it, okay? Look, a 3090 Ti when it comes up. And I'm either using one graphics card, I'm using 2, and mine is on power. I've tried to explain these to people, but their processor is a little bit higher, but it's Intel. It can't go as high as Threadripper, but I won't use Intel. I mean, I won't use Threadripper, but as you can see, I am on equivalent with a 30 Ti. But why I got the advantage, I'm not using 16 cores, I'm using 32 cores. Okay, this 30 Ti is using 24 gigs of RAM. I'm using 22 gigs of RAM in SLI. You see where I'm coming from? But if I had two 30 to 80 Ti's, their scales is not gonna matter. It'll be right off the scales. You know what I mean? But because I'm using Intel, okay, that's not as high as Threadripper. I'm just above the higher mark, but I can go higher. All right, I can go higher, but I would have overheating, and what you got there is shutting down. So I am running my PC within widths of 175. What's the word? GPU scores. It says CPU scores, and if you look, CPU scores are 100. I've got it wrong. Where is it? There it is. I think that's the one. But look at my graphics card. The GPU score is 100. I can go higher, but I don't want to prove the point. That you know what I mean. The GPU score is 140. Oh, sorry, 450, and that's in line with today's high-end graphics 30 Ti. Okay. But when Mr. Linus looks into this, he will do his test and he'll work out what's causing it. But he will notice it's the lanes, and the memory is the same as the what they call it. So when they start to work this part out, then they're going to start increasing the memories on the graphics card, so games like this will work. There is another technical what they call it, but CIG is now going Vulkan and all that lot. What that means is, instead of the graphic card talks directly to the processor and not in the middle, man. I can't remember the name because my head is frying with all this shit in my head. You know what I mean? I know this is not your department, but like I'm saying, when you've got problems, these are why I do these streams, okay? When somebody asks me certain questions, but when I'm trying to explain it, and I say, hey, this, that, people looking at me if I'm stupid. But it's not that, it's just the way I'm explaining. The figures are there, they want an answer. You know what I mean? But my answer is not the same as how the professors would say it. You know what I mean? Get where I'm coming from? Well, you've been here long enough, you know. You see when you've had problems with your PC and how I've tuned it up, you know what I mean, within reasons. And there's certain things I won't touch. Like, for instance, if you're an AMD man, I ain't touching it because I'm not qualified. Yeah?
Yeah. Can I just go for 5 minutes just to grab a cup of coffee?
Yeah, I need to get back into my game now, you know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, no matter. Thanks for your help.
No props. I think this is the one. Right, let go back. Did you also say he's going for a dinner break? I can't remember.
No, I'm here.
Oh, he's still here? Oh, okay, yo. Right, I'm back. It looks like it's regenning. This is the boring bit, but it has to be done so I know in future. Wait a minute. In other ships when I've come out, the ship slows down because that bug has repeated itself. I'm sure it's moving. No point listening to the sounds of the engines. Yeah. This shit's regenning. I can recommend it. But that's only for people with my type of role play. For now. Give it another hour. This ship is a shy slower than the Mercury and the Carrack.
The damn server just keeps taking everything out of the local inventory and putting it back into the loot boxes. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's their shroud of our old version of desync. They've got a new name for it now, I think. Oh, breath. I want to know, is that shields off? Yeah, shields down. This is a lot easier for me, this. I'd have to rewind the video to find out. I'm sure it's regenning. When Little Miss gets... Oh, she's gone for lie down. I'm just going to get a drink of water, yo. Just give me a couple minutes, please.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm back, Josie there.
Yep.
It's confirmed the Cutlass Blacks regen. So if the Cutlass regen, which is Drake, they also regen, but it's at a very, very slow rate. But that means we're going through every ship. But just doing the Cutlass there, as you can see, I've been here for nearly 2 hours just to see the small percentage rise. Basically, it regens about the same speed as the ARM890 jump. If I remember correctly. But that's got a big, massive tank, as you know what I mean? I can do other things now. Alright, open stamina. Open stamina. Well, for all them caterpillar users, if they got the time and patience, they won't lose no more cargo. But it depends on how they regen it actually, because it can also regen on land, but that takes 4 times longer. So 4 times longer, and that, I mean, just enough to get, they just made it mad because obviously they'll get them out of the atmosphere, but they have to go back and fill up at a station. Right, what am I looking for? Right. Light 2. This one. But before this ship was to regen, you would die of starvation. That's why I recommend a ship that's got a medical bed. 1 second, I'm on stream, look, come on. I understand, yeah, okay. Full power to the engines. Full power to the engines. Point of interest. Activate jump drive. Activate jump drive.
I see my Phoenix cargo now is down to 93.
Phoenix. What ships did?
Yeah.
Ah, that's
It
the
used to be
constellation.
96, like all the rest of them, but no, like the
Is there any damage on the ship?
no, it's a fresh boat.
What? Did you say the Phoenix used to be 96?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they brought it up from 80 to 96, in line with the order he got them.
Where did they find the extra cargo space?
Magic.
I went over that ship like a fine tooth comb. It was maxed to the brim. And that was because of the height. It's lower than the normal constellations. Right, the problem is, if the gear is at Port Treasure, I can put it on the compass plan. But if the gear is on the ship, that's inside the carrot, I can't put it on. Reason being, because I have to go out into space or suffocate. So there's two ways around this. Land at Microtech. That'll cut cleaning time in half. Buy myself a quick cheap undersuit. This ship is designed to spend money. So anyway, when you look at it, the bigger the ships are, the more functionality it's got. That's the way it should be. You can pack a lot of technology into a mini. Fuel's not bad actually. do 6 trips. But you see, this is an ambulance. He needs a turbocharger, or else people die. Next question. That means this ship is not a long-range vessel then. Ah. But I'm sure this ship's got size 2 components. No, to see that it should have size 2 components. It depends. Let's stop that. Let's have the components. I don't know them, that's just it. I would assume that's a size 2 power plant. The shields are size 2, but it's only 1. So one of these is the jump drive. One, and that would be one of these. One, I'll say those are the shield compared to how they do things. Shields, jump drive. So those are definitely size 2s, or the ship wouldn't run. And 2 size 1 coolers. Reason being is to cut down the emissions that come to stealth. Because it's not as quick, it needs time to do whatever it's doing before it's detected. So the next question is the Apollo? The Apollo won't be as stealthy as this, because this has got size 1 components. No. Turning off the shields. It's the same as not having shields on the same thing, isn't it? The cutlass back has got the edge when it comes to stop because of the coolers. End up. I believe those are size 1, but the Apollo will be size 2s. But then again, the Apollo might have a size 3 shield. That's old. Shields on.
Shield system online.
Full power to shields. Those shields regen very fast. They used to be very bad for regen, and now they're quick. Raise front shields 1/3. Yeah. Raise back shields 1/3. You know what? This has got a 2-second delay. So I could keep these shields charged an extra 2%. Reset shields. So I should get a constant recharge 52 to 54%. Raise back shields. Raise front shields. Raise back shields. Raise front shields. Raise back shields. Raise front shields. Raise shields. I'm going to test it on this. No, any size 2 ship will work. So the efficiency would be 53 to 55%. It'll burn power for overheating, but they wouldn't go down. Okay, I've still got the same numbers. Remember, they're still the same. Well, it's not going to work on the side speed shields until they sort it. Full power to the engines. Full power to the engines. Activate jump drive. Point of interest. Scan all ships in the area. Wait a minute. Okay. Like I've not done no test, but that shouldn't happen here. Stop scan. What is it? Scan all ships in the area. What's the job you doing here?
Well, where are you?
Port Tresla Microtech.
Yeah, well, obviously let's have a look.
Yeah, I know it would be there, but I was not focusing on things there doing in the background. You see, I was supposed to do something. What was it? It was a check. Ah, yes. Oh no, eye tracking. That was. I mean, flickers. No, oh no, the Chaplin's what's causing the problem here. There's no one going to get the frame rates any higher. I've got to get the variables working now, but I don't know how to do that just yet.
Hello, and thank you for contacting EDL Landing Assist.
Right, I'll come back. Right.
There's serios about the buzz in the background. Stop scan. Brilliant. Yo, so I'm going. As soon as I got these stuff, I'm going to have to log off for an hour or so. Okay. I won't delete this stream because I know these guys need it for reference. Come back out of this sphere again.